Tradition TV, LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Go. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning all across the good old US of A. Got a lot of stuff to get into today. We got two great guests. Andrew's manning the boards. If you want to call in and say hi, you can call in at 515-244-1350, 515-244-1350. And, of course, we got a lot to do before we get out of here. Show is brought to you in part by our good friends over in Carlisle at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. You can get a 12 by 50 assigned spot. They got secured gates, 24/7 access, security cameras, discount for multiple spots. Just make an appointment. Good morning, Scotty. Good morning, John. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Scotty. You can make an appointment. Just give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, and they'll take good care of you. Tell them Outdoors Dan sent you. Good people over there. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. I think we got our guest on the line. We're going to call him. This guy scared the heck out of me on Wednesday because I don't think I've ever missed a call with him. And I was so happy when he texted me back and said he was okay. Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning, Dan.
I thought a turkey came up and kicked you in the head or something.
Well, I think it was more than that 50-mile-an-hour wind that slowed me down.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, I didn't hear the phone ring, and the wind was blowing so loud I didn't even hear it.
Yeah, that's good. Tony, you're welcome for those gas streams. Good morning, Fishing Dave. Good to see you, Bob. Headed to Washington, D.C. to see the cherry blossoms. Bob, you have fun with that. Hoyt, good morning. And Jimmy, good morning. Well, I wanted to get you on Wednesday because with the wind, mentioning the wind, and the cold, going from 75, 80 degrees to 25, and then the rain, it's like, what did that do to our turkeys?
Just made them be turkeys. They're out there every day. They just hang on to the branch a little bit harder at night, and they stay down at the bottom.
Thanks for calling. I really appreciate it.
You know, it's really crazy. I don't know if a lot of people understand how they stay on a roost. I mean, when you ever harvest your turkey, if you take your turkey after you tag it, the first thing you always want to do when you recover your bird is tag it. But if you ever look at the foot of a turkey and see if you take it and you put it around. If you got like a little a flashlight or something, put their toes around that flashlight or whatever, and then if you take their leg and you rock it back, that tendon, it closes down. When they're on the roost, they actually can lock in so they don't fall. Isn't that amazing, Jim?
It really is. It's a great design, and you get wind like that, you got to hold on tight.
Yeah, I bet they do hold on tight up. It's just I always thought that was very fascinating when I first discovered that a long time ago. I just thought that was neat. They're really an amazing bird.
The other part that's fun is when you're cleaning that bird, if you look at the keel, there's always a callus on the keel, and that's where they're resting that breastbone on that limb at night as well. So they've got those feet locked in, and they kind of rock back and forth to get that breast locked in as well on that callus part, and that helps stabilize them as well.
Now, see, I didn't know that. See, you teach me something every time we have you on.
I'm glad there's still something to teach you.
I'm telling you, I didn't know that they did that. I just thought they locked in and was up there for the night. I know I went out and they hop around from tree to tree at night for once in a while too, don't they?
Yep, they can. They sure do. And that's kind of a study that's going on as well, or I shouldn't say a study, but something that people are interested about is how much, kind of like me, how much do I get up at night and move around, and do those turkeys move around as well as night? Are they jumping from branch to branch? Are they repositioning themselves as the weather changes? And then obviously if they get spooked off the roost at night from a predator, is how far do they fly, and do they ground roost then, or do they find another tree at night? Some of that depends on, the moonlit night and how hard it is to get through the timber.
Yeah, it's crazy. Andrew, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Chris, out there on the East Coast. Roger says hi from Aruba. Roger, what's the deal with you? You're either in the Bahamas, the Aruba, or whatever. It must be nice. Scotty says God knew what he was doing when he created the wild turkey. I think God knew what he was doing about everything, Scotty. But that's a good point. That's a good point. They're an amazing bird. I'll never forget when I first went out. I was hunting in Kansas. That's what's nice about your show. Every show you can learn something new. Well, Bob, that's very kind. I learned something new, but I'm an idiot, so I mean it's not that hard of a stretch. So, but I when I first hunted Kansas, Jim, I went out and we we were going through a winter wheat field, and we actually popped the blind. And me and Donovan and I can't remember. I think maybe Jeff was with me. And we walked that blind. We got in it and walked it. We opened the window so we could see, and we walked it across the winter wheat field 200 yards to get within 75, 80 yards of where they were roosting. Because back then, Jim, I'm not exaggerating. There were 60, 70, 75 toms in these groups. I mean, they had a great turkey flock back in those days. And I laughed so hard. It was just, I go, we're out here at 1 o'clock in the morning walking this stupid ground blind so we can get in. I can get in here in the morning. And I tell you what, they almost all flew over my ground blind. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm always amazed sometimes how close you can get to a turkey en roost, and you know whether they actually see you or not or hear you. I'm pretty sure that they definitely hear you.
Yeah.
But they don't either perceive you as a predator or a threat from the ground because that's why they roost in a tree. They typically get up in that tree. That's a great place to be protected at night, and when it gets sunlight, like it is right now, they can pitch out of that tree in any direction. Obviously, they're assessing the ground before they fly down to figure out where they want to go, and then we as hunters take advantage of that because we always realize that gobbler is listening for where those hens are yelping at in the morning, and he's going to work his way towards those hens.
Yeah. How is their night vision? Is it good, or is it? I mean, can you get away with some stuff at night?
You can get away. Again, what we always talk about is how well they hear.
Yeah.
And what I'm more worried about is breaking sticks or crunching. And if you've been out in the woods that time of the day, you realize there is a lot of activity. The coons are moving through the woods, the deer are moving through the woods. A lot of things are scratching leaves and moving around, especially the squirrels early in the morning. But what we forget is there's very few animals that break sticks.
Yeah.
Except humans. And I'm pretty much one of those people that are convinced from the old school that when the animals hear sticks break, they're like, I don't want to go that direction. So they use those ears a lot, and so it's going to be hard to see. Especially on a non-moonlit night would really be difficult because they're really using contrast. They're looking at how two things move against each other because they're 2D visions to their 3D vision. So when it's really dark, it's hard to see that contrast. But on a moonlit night, they can see shapes pretty well.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess you should you moo? Moo.
I have seen people use cow decoys before, so, yeah.
I just it's sometimes I just laugh what we do to get a turkey sometimes. But I can't wait. When's our season start in Iowa?
Great question. I think it's the youth season starts like around the 11th this year.
Wow. That's late.
It is because of the calendar shift, but our season in Iowa, our first season, always starts on the second Monday of April, and the youth season will start on the Friday prior to that.
So 11th and 12th for youth?
Yeah, I believe that would be right this
and
year.
Then our season starts on the regular season, the 13th?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Wow, that's late.
Well, the second Monday. So with the calendar shift, every 6 years, it's going to be as far back as it can be, and then then we're going to get the people that are complaining here in a couple of years that it's way too early.
Well,
shift the other way.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. Let me just check my handy dandy new phone. The what'd you say? The second Tuesday?
Second Monday.
So we're talking the 14th.
14th this year.
Yeah, regular season the 14th. Wow, well that works good for me because I'll be in Iowa on the 6th, and hopefully I can get a bird tagged out there, and then I can skedaddle my little butt back home and get set up and hold. I like to hunt opening day. That'd be awesome.
And that's one reason why it's hard to predict what the spring's going to be like, obviously, and we like to set a hard start date like that for people to be able to understand from year to year when they're going to be hunting and where they're going to be hunting. So, a lot of times like, why don't you start it on the 5th? Well, the 5th could be Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, and we've always had these traditions of having, our seasons are split compared to other states, and they start on a Monday, and so we consistently just say it'll be the second Monday of the month.
When's the end of fourth season?
The end will be about the 17th of May this year, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, I saw that. Thank you. May 17th will be the end. May 17th of fourth season. I got to tell you.
Check your reg books to make sure.
Yeah, always check your reg books.
Yeah, don't trust me at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, that's okay. I always like bow hunting because I can hunt all four seasons. And I don't know about you, Jim, but I think first and third season, for some reason, always been my lucky season. Second, they get a little hemmed up. And fourth, sometimes they just get wore out. I mean, you would think at fourth season that would be the way to go because all them toms that hadn't really had a chance to do their thing, they would be a little anxious, and a lot of them hens are going to be nesting. But them toms can get a little wary fourth season, huh?
Yeah, and you've got to realize you've culled off, 5 or 6, 8,000 birds by then have been taken off if you're hunting public land. There's not as many birds out there. They've been pressured a little bit. So, I hate to say you take the easy ones first, but sometimes the dumb ones do get harvested pretty early. And it does get a little tougher. And that's the reason why we give people 3 weekends to hunt during that fourth season, because it can be a little tougher. But you got to be careful sometimes picking a season to hunt, because that's a calendar date to us. But turkeys don't have calendars. They go by, the day length. They go by the weather conditions. And you're right. Typically, the first season is short for a reason. It's 4 days because those are the people that are going to hunt during the week, and they want to get out there. And sometimes I have hunted in 3 days of snow.
Yeah.
And that can be difficult. But we're lucky in Iowa. Many years ago, you had to apply for your tag. Even as a resident, you had to apply for your tag, and you applied in January. And so you didn't know what the weather was going to be like on the day that you went hunting. And now you can literally buy your tag the day that you want to go hunting. So if the weather's nice on first season, you can buy it. You have to have that physical tag in your hand. You can't just buy it on your phone. But you can literally buy it if you can find a store at midnight. If somebody's open, it'll sell you that tag.
Yeah. So, according to my handy-dandy phone, first season is the 14th through the 17th. Second season is going to be the 18th through the 22nd. Third season is going to be 4/23 to 29th. And then fourth season is going to run 4/30 to May 18th.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. According to my little resource. Chuck,
you're right.
Huh? No, I was going to say.
You're right, too. Typically, that second season, that's when the hens are really getting active.
Yeah.
They're very much wanting to go to the gobblers, which is biology. The hens go to the gobblers, and that makes it tough for hunters then.
Yeah.
Because obviously we want the gobblers to come to us.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Good morning, Chuck. AJ. Good morning, Andrew. It's first. Yeah. Got it, Andrew. Thank you I appreciate that. All right. It is 7:13 and some change here on 1350 ESPN. My guest is Jim Coffee, Iowa DNR turkey biologist. We're talking turkeys for a while. Jim, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
We love our pets and want the best care for them when injuries occur. Vesser Care offers natural solutions for both dogs and horses, providing gentle yet effective relief. Their products promote healing and well-being, combining spruce resin and Finnish honey for powerful
I tried putting them on Facebook and it wouldn't.
I had to go through Dropbox and delete a bunch of folders. I don't know what those were. Were those your best ofs?
The best of stuff? Yeah, you can delete the best.
Well, I got rid of most of them. I got rid of the old ones.
As long as there's just some best ofs, and I leave some there just in case you get sick one day and I'm sitting here going, what do I do?
No, you're good. I left all the ones this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the ones you can kind of get.
There you go, Jeff.
Unless they have a big guest on there.
John says they are strutting and gobbling. I want to hunt in western Nebraska next year, but I don't understand the permit application process. I think if I read it online correctly, the permits get sold out within a day. Andrew, I haven't hunted Nebraska in a couple years, but I think that used to be able to go all the time, but everybody's going to a draw now. The best thing to do is contact the DNR and talk to them directly, buddy. I don't want to tell you wrong.
You order a new bow or replace your strings and cables, try gas.
Last time I hunted there, I'm pretty sure I bought them over the counter. It's been a while though.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner.
Hey, I got 3 people. I need 3 people to go to thevalorusa.com and buy some jerky or Patriot Paws. And then I can draw a winner. We got 3 people that bought jerky, so I'd love to draw a winner this weekend if you guys could do that. If you like beef jerky, you're going to love it. That stuff's it's almost as good. I won't tell you my favorite jerky, but this is probably going to be my new favorite jerky because it's as good as my favorite. Chris really did a bang-up job getting a new recipe out, and I'm just telling you what, it's tremendous. Absolutely, Andrew. Always better safe than sorry, pal. Because I remember last time I hunted Colorado was over the counter. I think that's a draw now, too. I could be wrong on that, but I went out there a couple of times and shot some Rios in Colorado, and I don't think I've turkey hunted Texas yet. Pennsylvania's over the counter. I did that last year. I need to get out there and get a Merriam again. Out there to Montana, northern Nebraska, northwest Nebraska, around that Valentine area. That's a good area. Really pretty too.
Pick out the perfect variety pack, tin or gift package. Lotta Papa has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone wants popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Papa. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Papa can help with any special occasion, events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Papa at 515-262-3243 or go online at lottapop.com.
Well, look what I got for prizes today. I've got a pure whitetail grab bag. It's like a sling bag. You can use it for when you're out putting your mock scrapes or whatever. You could use it for anything. It's got a lifetime warranty on it, lightweight pack. I love this thing. I use this, I put all my mock scrape stuff in this. So I got that, and then back by popular demand, I got another photo fan. So we can take all them really nice ussies. What's an ussie? I had no idea what an ussie is until I watched Ted Lasso. See, over in England, they don't call them selfies. It's an ussie. So, like, if you're doing yourself, you're picturing your own picture, that would be like a selfie. But if it's like you and like Andrew and I, it'd be an ussie. I had no idea. I'm old. Morning, Brant. Chuck, that's awesome, buddy. Chuck said he had about 24 turkeys strutting the other day. That's awesome. Morning, Steven. Alrighty. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. We're talking with DNR Biologist Mr. Jim Coffee from Iowa. He's in Iowa. Trust me. He's down there in well, I won't give him his location out because, you know, Jim's a very popular guy. I don't want him out there getting doxxed. Right, Jim?
I'll just say I'm in beautiful southern Iowa.
Well, there you go. Yeah, out there where the Bigfoot roam range. I use them bags for a lot of different things, even a man purse. Chris, I'm telling you, man, I when I go out and put trail camera, I'm giving away like a sling pack on the show today, Jim. And it's nice because it's not a full pack. It's just something you can throw over your shoulder if you're going to go out and change SD cards or do whatever, or put mock scrapes and stuff out. I really love that thing. So giving one of them away. One guy said that's his man purse.
Call whatever you want to, as long as it's functional.
Yeah, as long as you're functionally happy with it, that's all I care about. So, all right. So first season is going to start on the 14th. And I would imagine I'm gonna start out with a Jake Strutter with a real tail fan, and I'm probably gonna use a lay down hen because I don't think our grass is gonna be very tall. With the weather being as bad as it is, unless we get a bunch of 75, 80 degree days between now and opening day, I don't think things are gonna be a lot of green going on. So that lay down hen is gonna be nice because I can put that in the bean field or the cornfield, whichever one I decide to go hunt. And with that strutter, they can see that lay-down hen. And I'll put a feeding hen about 5 yards in front of the blind I make a little love triangle. I put the Jake Strutter at the apex of the farthest out, the apex of the triangle, and then I'll put that breeding hen about 3-4 feet in front of him. I always try to leave enough room between the tom and that lay down breeding hen so the tom can get in between them. And boy, I tell you what, Jim, that really tends to work well for me.
Yeah. And remember too, you're talking about bow hunting.
Yeah, bow hunting. Yep.
And using that decoy as a yardage marker or getting that distraction of that bird in closer, bow hunting is pretty critical.
Yep. Well, it's nice because I always wait till they get up and rub against it. Sometimes they'll just come in there and go full King Kong Godzilla on it and knock it down, but most of the time they'll get in there and they'll rub up against it, and then they'll start doing that little turn that they do. And as soon as they turn their head with that fan in front of me that hides their head, that's when I usually draw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're taking the fact that they're temporarily distracted.
Yep. Yeah. Really good tip of the week. Don't draw your bow if they're looking right at you.
Yeah.
Because even if you're in the blind, they're going to see something.
Yeah, they're looking for any movement because even though that they're focused on that hen, they're still wary of other movement. In their mind, as a gobbler, that could be another gobbler coming in, and they were going to fight it, or it could be a predator that's coming in on them. And so they're still highly situations where they're looking for other movement all the time.
Yeah. Hey, do turkeys eat wild mushrooms?
Yeah, a lot of things do. Deer do, squirrels do, and again, it's another food source that's out there. Turkeys are unique, and they'll try it about anything. Now, whether or not they're selecting them, that's probably not happening. But if they're up and about, they're going to scratch them. There's always going to be ants and things like that are on those mushrooms, so they could be picking at those as well. So mushrooms supply food for a lot of things.
Well, there you go. It's not that I stink at finding morels. It's the deer eating them before I get out there. Thank you, Jim. I've got a good excuse now.
They get to, and the squirrels too.
Yeah. It's the wildlife robbing me. Yeah. Well, I tell you what.
You gotta go every day.
Yeah, that's the only thing that'll stop me on my hunt. If I'm walking in and I find a patch of morels, I'm usually stopping to fill my hat or my pack or whatever I got with me to. I'll worry about the turkey later.
Yeah. So the part that I find ironic with that, Dan, is we always talk about searching for mushrooms and getting your sight image and finding them and figuring out where they're at. I typically find mushrooms by smelling them. I just stop and sit, and when the wind's in the right direction, when they're really popping, you can smell them.
Really?
I'm sure those animals can too. Yeah, I don't know. I can smell mushrooms. They just got a unique smell to them, and you'll be sitting there turkey hunting, and you'll be like, man, there's mushrooms around. If you stop and start looking, you'll find them.
Well, all right. If Officer Loneman or Cuts or anybody's listening right now, if you see me out in the woods and I'm out there sniffing, I'm not doing anything nefarious. I'm trying to smell morels.
Yeah. You got to be down on all fours doing it, though, while you do it. So, and then what the trail cam picture of you doing it.
Yeah, that's all I need out there trying to smell morels. I tell you, I find them by accident more than I do looking for them. I try looking at those little hedge apples and looking under dead oak trees or elm trees and all that other stuff, and always find them. I'll find a shed before I'll find morels.
I'm along with you there too. Most of the time, I just accidentally bump into them. I'll look where I'm supposed to look, and occasionally, I'll feel like I really know what I'm doing because I'm like, oh, I'm looking here and I found them here. But mostly, I'm just bumping into them.
Yeah, and you
honestly, I do smell them probably as much as I do see them.
Yeah, and usually, just at the time that I find some, I'll be picking them, and then I'll hear "Boo!" like 50 yards. Yeah,
yep.
It never.
Make a decision.
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me?
What I always say is the mushrooms don't move.
Yeah, well,
I can always come back to them.
Yeah. It's all.
I can remember where I saw them.
It's always a dilemma. I'm telling you.
Yep.
It's always a dilemma. Well, buddy, any tips for the people before I let you out of here?
Well, I would just remind people that, turkey season is coming up, but the turkeys themselves are in a funky time of year right now. They're breaking up, so they're coming out of their winter flocks. They're starting to distribute themselves, so it's going to be really important to get out there in the morning, evenings, and just keep listening and making sure those birds are moving into your area and listen to where they're roosting at. And do your prep work. Talk to your landowners if you're not going to be hunting on public land, and get everything squared away because season's going to be here really quick.
Yeah, Scotty says we find a lot of our mushrooms where dead cedars used to be. That's a good tip, Scott. I like that. Do you know that?
Everybody's got their technique. Yeah, I still look on the south-facing slopes and dead elm trees and those transitions between pastures and timber. That's where I look.
Really?
Yeah.
So where you got a timber and a pasture, that's a good spot.
Yeah, especially if there's active cows around. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, see, there's two things you taught me today.
Part of that's because they're keeping it grazed down, and sometimes it's a little easier to see them too.
Oh, hey, I got a question for you. What's the difference between using a redhead decoy and a white-faced decoy?
Yeah, there's just some behavioral things there. You know, I don't know what the colors really indicate to a turkey because they don't see color well. But there are some people that say that it shows aggressiveness. And what I think the turkey's really seeing are shades. And those shades, as they change that head from red to white to blue, tends to show that turkey is very active, that turkey is in that breeding and looking phases,
Mm-hmm.
and that just stimulates other birds. You know, it's like when you're doing something, I want to do it. So I don't know why, but Joe's over there, and his head's red and white and blue, and maybe I should be red, white, and blue, and I should be doing things too. So it just kind of gets them all fired up.
Well, didn't you say early in the morning they're usually a white head so the hens can see them better?
Yeah, that's kind of one of the theories too. Is that head tends to be white very early in the morning when they're moving through the woods because as hunters, we always joke about seeing the light bulb.
Yep.
And when it's low light conditions, you can see that white head, and again, that white head is contrasting against the dark bark of the trees and the greens that are out there, and it just makes them a little more visible. The same reason why we hear that drumming is that's a very low frequency that carries through the woods very far. You and I can hear it. You know, we typically say, oh, if I can hear it, the bird's within 50 yards or 40 yards, whatever your conditions are. But we don't know how far that turkey can hear that. So when it gets later in the year and that greenery is up, they can feel and hear that drumming, and that helps attract birds to each other too.
Yeah, that's called infrasound.
Infrasound. Now I learned something today.
Yeah, that's what that's called, infrasound. Same thing when Bigfoots get out there and they do their howls and their yeah, they use that infrasound to attract people.
And they've developed that over generations so that they can communicate to each other without giving away their exact location to other animals.
Yeah. Well, I've always said, you know, infrasound's probably more reliable than the old tree knock because you could be a cow out there rubbing against a tree, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. One of these days we'll find him, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a reason for us to keep going out in the woods.
I just wish he'd come by and share some jerky with me. Yeah. So, all right, buddy. It's always a pleasure having you on. You be good, and we'll try to get you back on after turkey season.
That'd be great, Dan. Good luck to everybody.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy. There he goes, Jim Coffee, everybody. Fine feller right there. So I told everybody on Facebook Live, I'll tell everybody on the radio side now, we are doing a little deal with Valor Jerky. That's one of our new partners. Now, they're a veteran-owned company, and I worked with the owner before with a different deal. But Chris is a super nice guy. He's an Air Force veteran, and the jerky recipes are really, really good. They've got 3 different things. But I wanted to do something to help him kick off. He just launched. So if you go to thevalorusa.com and order, my favorite so far is the Mission Original, but he's got Tactical Teriyaki and Heat Seeking. If you like a little kick, you can get a bag or 2 of jerky, and then you can do one or two things. You can email me the copy of the order, or you can take a picture of it when it comes. You'll get it in 4 or 5 days, and just send me a picture of you holding the jerky. I've got 3 guys so far that have ordered jerky, and I'm going to be giving away either. What did I say I was giving away, Andrew? I say it was a Weeby knife. It was either a Weeby knife, or you get your choice of either a Weeby knife or a Arctic Ice brick.
Yeah.
And Arctic Ice it's like $29 right there just for the brick. So. You know, you're coming out ahead just if you just do the knife or the jerky, or the knife or the Arctic Ice. But I said every 6 people that buy that, I'm going to draw a winner. So we just need 3 more people, and I'll draw a winner. And if you guys want to keep it going, we'll do it for a couple weeks. But I'm all about helping. And one of the things I love about Valor Jerky is that they give a portion of every sale they give back to the veterans. They've got a canine charity that they do, and they also give back to veterans groups. So the VALOR, the Valor Jerky, and you can find them at thevalorusa.com. Now he also makes dog treats called the Patriot Paws. Same deal. They give back to vets and canines and stuff. And that's the Patriot. Just Google Patriot Paws dog treats, and you'll find his website there. But you can do that. My email is always easy to find. You go to the website. You go just punch in outdoorsdan.com or theoutdoorcallradio.com. Both of those addresses will get you to the same website, whatever's easier for you. And let's give some stuff away, huh? And you'll like the jerky. Like I said, I love it. When I open a bag, Raven follows me around like crazy. He's on me like a tick on a coonhound. He will not. He loves that jerky, man, and he loves the Patriot Paws too. So, all right. If you got any questions, let me know. 7:30 and some change. Let's give something away. All right. So I'm going to give you the first caller. Whether you want the photo fan, you can just make sure. Hey, Patrick O'Connor. Morning, Dirky Stark. Yup. I got my Silent Night veins. I got the orange ones on there, Dirk. Did you see them on those new arrows? Huh? Yeah, I'm telling you what, man. They're going to be easy to find. I got my lit knock on there, my orange Silent Night veins. So if I miss the turkey, I'll be able to find my arrow pretty quick. So this is a Skippy Peterson special right here. Skippy owns Gearhead Archery. He came out with these like 20 years ago, and I use them. I have one of these in my pack every time I go in the woods. See that little bar? You just take the last two feathers and you clip it into that bar, and it holds your tail fan in full strut, so you don't have to sit there and hold it with your hands if you're trying to take a grab and grin or whatever. You can use it for taxidermy, for making a fan mount. You can do a lot of different things with it. It's really nice. So I'll give you if you want to call in, you can have that, or you can have the pure whitetail sling pack that we got, and that's always a good choice myself. But either one of these would be good for this time of year. Myself, that sling pack's good for my lunch. Huh. You know, keep all my Pop-Tarts and my sandwich and my Valor jerky and everything.
You got everything there?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can give Andrew a call, 244-1350, 244-1350, and just tell Andrew you're not a turkey. Andrew, you're not a turkey. That's all you got to tell him, and you're a winner.
Always nice to have validation.
And you're a winner. Morning, Jeff. Scott Mueller says he just emailed me. What did he just email me? I'm looking on my phone. A secret listener. Chuck, it's the secret listener. Thank you for doing that. It's Monday through Friday, buddy. I already drew the winner this week, but give me a Scotty ordered some jerky. Thank you, Scott.
And what were you looking for again?
He got the spicy heat seeker. He got the spicy heat seeker. Yep. All right, so we only need 2 more people to get some Valor jerky going. Man. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me take a break. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about the Green Reaper, and then I'll tell you who won the secret listener contest. Boy, I tell you what, this person's going to be happy. And we got some other stuff to tell you about too. All right. Wait a minute. We got a winner. Who won?
We got Patrick.
Patrick O'Connor.
Yep.
Has it been 30 days?
Yeah.
Didn't he get Deer Classic tickets off of us?
Not by what I got.
I love Patrick. I'm just asking.
Patrick's cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, what'd he get? What'd he take?
The sling.
You want the sling? You got it, Patrick. So we got the photo fan. I'm telling you, somebody's going to love that photo fan. It's something you should always bring with you. Hey, if you're a good turkey hunter, you should have your photo fan, right? Right, Dirk Stark? What? Why hasn't Skip Peterson told me about that? I don't know, Dirk, but that thing's amazing, buddy. I'm just telling you. All right, we'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Maybe it's Pete. Was it Pete I'm thinking about that got tickets? It all runs together anymore, man. It just runs together. Congrats, Patrick.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot. If you're hunting, you're ready for any task.
What's everybody doing today? I'm actually going to see Skippy Peterson. Pat must be Irish. Oh, Patrick O'Connor? Well, of course he's Irish. Already be a good Irish lad there, Patrick O'Connor. You know it, Skippy. When are you coming to Minnesota? I don't know, Dirk. I know I'm going to be up there in June, buddy, walleye fishing. First part of June, I'll be up there for sure. I'll be up there turkey hunt. There's tons of turkeys up there. I need to get up there, buddy. I'm hoping I get 3 or 4 birds this year so I can break 100. I'm hoping I do it this year. You watch. I'll get 99. I'll get 3, and then I'll be at 99. I'll have to wait till next season. And then that's going to be a long wait. Spring gobblers have eluded me season after season. I've gotten full fall turkeys. Well, you hang in there, Chuck. This is your year, buddy. This is your year. Andrew, you're not a turkey. Got a call, Jeff. If you want to drive to Des Moines and win a prize, you fire that call up, buddy. Going shed hunting and mushroom hunting. Good for you, Scotty. Scotty's in Oklahoma. It's my birthday, and all I want is a price on the Green Reaper combo. Oh, there you go. Happy birthday, Chris. Rupert, are you watching? Chris wants a birthday discount.
Yeah.
There, I put it out there, Chris. Let's see if he responds. Because if we always say the turkey should fear the Reaper. If you haven't seen the Reaper, you ready? Watch the screen. Here it is. The Reaper. There it is. Don't fear the Reaper. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful box call? I'm telling you, the aluminum, man, the aluminum friction call is amazing. All right, goodbye, Reaper. Hey, Chris, I'm all about helping a listener out, man. If I can get the Roop to respond. Oh, Rupert, are you out there, Roop? Yeah, he might be busy. Aw, there you go, Chuck. That's nice of you. Chuck just wished Chris a happy birthday. There's the Reaper. Yeah, the Reaper. All right, here you go. Steve said I missed it, Dan. Can you do it again? Here it comes. Swoosh. I love that. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a cool transition? There, I'll leave it up for a while. The Reaper. Smoking homemade bacon. Brant, you are always an amazing guy, buddy. Roop, Roop, Roop. He must be working, Skippy. Well, I tell you what. I set up my my other Pivot Carbon 24 that Skip got me, my Bottomland Camel one. That thing, I'm just telling you right now, I have never been so happy. I got two bows that are just dead nut on. I mean, I'm just telling you what. They're smacking arrows together. Even Raven's impressed. I love them bows, man. That Pivot Carbon 24. Skippy P had a great week. He sold like 6 bows the last couple of days. He's on a tear. We're building the Gearhead Nation one bow at a time, buddy. If you're going to sing, we need more cowbell. Well, we always need more cowbell. I'll tell you what, I didn't feel good last night. I had to go to the doctor to get a recheck for my skin cancer. Came out okay, but then I just got nailed, man. I just got sick. And I was hoping I'd come in and do the show today. That makes me happy. There you go, Skippy. All right, congrats to Patrick O'Connor. He be a fine lad. He called the 244-1350, and he called Andrew and said, Andrew, my lad, you're not a turkey. And Andrew said, well, thank you. And then Patrick said, oh, thank you, laddie. I'll be taking that sling bag off your hands, and I'll be out there chasing leprechauns along the way with the wee folk. Chasing them long beards with my new sling bag. The old Patrick O'Connor be. Skippy been ripping on my Irish accent all week. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
My mom's from Ireland. Dan's Irish accent needs a lot of work. And I love Skip. And it didn't hurt my feelings. But I think for a Caucasian man, I think I've got a fair Irish accent.
Most. Aren't most Irish Caucasian?
I don't know. I'm talking about. I'm here in the States, man. I'm not in Ireland.
Oh, so you're
Venison bacon hitting the cast iron now. Oh, Chuck, you're killing me, man. I'm hungry. Yeah, Skippy, man. Skippy, oh, I love that wee lad, Skippy P. I tell you who Skippy loves, and Skippy should have an endorsement from these people. It's Culver's. That guy he's at Culver's at least twice a week.
Yeah.
And he always gets the #1 sign.
Yeah.
He's always the #1 customer. I don't know how he does it.
One dude.
Yeah, he's it, man. If you ever want to get Skippy Peterson a gift, just get him a gift card to Culver's, and he'll love you for life, man. I'm just telling you. Yeah, is Valor the same? No, that's a different company there, Jeff. Totally different deal. And I'm not going to get into it. It's a big story, and I only have an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. Valor's a brand new company, Jeff. Brand new company. Just started like last week or the week before.
Or the week before that.
Yep. So there were 2 partners and they split off. That's all I'll say. Because it's none of my business. I got enough problems to keep Andrew in line.
I'm a handful.
He is a handful. Yeah. Well, Skippy, did you leave? Skippy's coming to Iowa.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Skippy P, the one and only?
Yeah, Skippy, where you at? Where'd you go? He's probably busy.
The legend?
Yeah, I don't know if he's bringing his dog with him or not. I don't know if Gracie's coming down.
Well, I sure hope so.
Oh, she loves him. You know.
I mean, the way he talks about it, like something special.
All right. Speaking of special,
Then, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So Andrew and I will be at the Iowa Cubs at Principal Park on May 30th. When I type, it takes me to. It's thevalorusa.com. Jeff. Thevalorusa.com. That's the website, buddy. When you go with May 30th, I lost my train of thought there because I heard the little blip. Andrew and I will be at the iCubs game. It's the outdoor day at the iCubs, our annual outdoor salute at the Cubs. We'll have the Outdoor Call Radio booth set up. I want to thank the fine folks at Grizzly. I want to thank the fine folks at Trica, and we're going to have I got a Trica walleye rod already in. I'm going to take that down there today, and I've also got a 45-quart Grizzly cooler someone's going to win at the game on the 30th. First 750 guests are going to get a MEPS iCubs spinnerbait. Woo! How about that? Whoa. And I love MEPS spinnerbaits, man. You can catch panfish, you can catch bass, you can catch walleye, you can catch everything on them things. You got it, Jeffy. Just thevalorusa.com, buddy. Okay, I have no. Why am I getting all these alerts for Dropbox? Are you on Dropbox?
I am not. Well, I have one open, but I'm not doing anything with
it. Okay, it's really distracting. I'm sitting here and all of a sudden I hear bloop, bloop. All right, JLM. We're gonna have Dave on here in a second for a little gun talk. We're gonna talk about some of the new revolvers out. Boy, there's some really cool revolvers out. So a little gun talk at 8:00. The secret listener contest. If you don't know what that is, so on the Outdoor Call Radio app, that's the radio station, Outdoor Call Radio that Andrew and I started 4 years ago, that you can listen to anywhere in the country. Monday through Friday, we have 16 different shows on. And then Wednesday, I do a live show. It's either Turkey Talk Radio or it's the Wednesday Drive during the summer. And then when we get into the fall, I change it over to Buck Talk Radio. So that's 5 to 5:30. And then eventually, this live show is going to be on the app. Eventually, everything's going to be on the app. But Saturdays and Sunday, Andrew runs like a potpourri of things. He runs like the whatever you hear this week, next week it'll be on the app. So it's like a week delay replay. Mm-hmm. So that way, if you miss the show, you can always go back on the app and listen on the weekends. So, but anyway, during the week, Monday through Friday, we do a thing called the Secret Listener Contest. And if you just send me a screenshot of a show like Target Talk or the Crappie Connection on Tuesdays or whatever show you're listening to, and just email me that, I put you in the drawing. And I got 49 emails this week. So we've got several hundred people that listen every week. So 49 people took the chance and sent me a screenshot. And it's free to do it. Free to do it anytime. And you're probably going to win eventually. So I always say if you do it for 6 months, 5 or 6 months, you're going to win. You're going to win something. So Sean Williams of Des Moines, Iowa, emailed me. And I did the random selection this morning. I gave it the old click, click, click. And his name popped up. And guess what? He just won. Sean Williams. Where you at, Sean? Right there. Sean Williams of Des Moines he just won a Reveal Tacticam camera. Woo! How about that? I bet you Sean's Irish too. He's probably going, oh, that Daniel be a good lad. He just gave me a Reveal Tacticam camera. All I had to do was listen to the Outdoor Call radio app and send him a screenshot. Bigora. It's a heavenly day. I tell you. I'm just telling you. Yeah, the leprechauns be shining on that pot of gold on that Tacticam camera I just won. I can see him saying that. So Sean, I'll be sending that your way, buddy. Congrats. So we'll start over again on Monday. And I started doing a different deal. I put a bunch of prizes in, and I'm doing a random draw. Unless we got something really special coming up, and I'll tell you what it is during the week on Wednesday. But that way everybody gets a chance of winning some good gear. So how about that?
Oh yeah. You
could win a gift card. You could win a rod and reel. You could win a pack. You could win some pure whitetail product. You could win a Weeby knife. You could win a Work Sharp sharpener electric system or manual system. You could win an Arctic ice block. I mean, you could win I got some barbecue cookies barbecue. What does he call that? Combo packs. I got Jody sending me some of those, so we'll be giving away some cookies barbecue sauce combo packs coming up too. Morning, Hank. The only prize I can't give out because of legalities is from Revelton. I can't give out a bottle of rye. And I know that breaks a lot of people's heart, but I'm just telling you, I would, if I could do it, I would give a bottle of cheer to somebody, but I can't do it. Jeff, good morning. I emailed you my Valor receipt. Josh, good morning. Thank you, Jeff. Let me see. So if we did that, Jeff, that means Jeff. Hang on. Did I get another email? Let me see my handy dandy little phone. Do. Well, I see Scotty's. All right, Jeff, what'd you do? I don't see anything in my junk folder. Jeff, I don't have it, buddy. Gonna have to email it to me again, outdoorsdan@mac.com. Or see, because I don't see it. But we'll do it anyway. So if that's the case, if Jeff bought jerky this morning, we just need one more person, and I'll draw a winner when I get home today. And you'll get a choice of a Weeby knife or an Arctic ice block. Morning, Josh Kennedy. That's a good thing. Hey, and I want you, if you buy some, send me pictures, because I'm going to do some promotion with you and your jerky. I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to put you on social media. So that's all right. All right, I got to go. He's giving me the break sign.
Well, we can't talk the whole time.
Well, I'm busy. I haven't even got to the fishing reports yet.
Well, you get that luck of the Irish isn't going well for you right now.
Yeah, look at Gary. My fishing guide's up there in Minnesota. Good morning, Captain Dan. Man. There you go, Jeff. Gary, good morning. There. Walleye, my walleye buddy. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. 1350 ESPN.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh. Wherever your adventure takes you, Arctic Ice Packs are a rugged ice.
I talked to Dave. We got a deal. I'm gonna see if we can't give away a gun. We're gonna try and do a special event at Crossroads this summer. I'm gonna see if we can't do a drawing for a gift card or something. I gotta talk to Dave and see what the legalities of that is. Isn't it crazy? You gotta worry about all these legalities. What's a legality? Legality. I hate the word legality. Well, I tell you what, it's been very hard for me to keep my mouth shut about things going on around. I'm still keeping my word, but it's hard, man. I want to go off so bad. And I think most of you already know how I feel, but I'm getting sick of the silliness. The legalities. Right, Andrew? Andrew got a haircut. You know why, don't you? Indoor football, arena football starting soon. Andrew's really happy. That's the only sport he loves in the summer.
You are terrible.
Let's go, Battlehawks. Let's go, Battlehawks.
Although
Is that indoor or outdoor? I think that's outdoor.
That's indoor.
Battlehawks is indoor?
I think so.
Because we have the Iowa, what is it? The Barnstormers. Is that still going on? They still do that? You don't hear much about that anymore.
Yeah, exactly where they're at.
Now, the Battlehawks in St. Louis are hot, man. They're like,
I think they may be outdoor. Part of the new.
I think they're outdoor. It's the new outdoor summer league. Ooh, I had something really cool. Yeah, Ted Lasso's coming back for season 4. Jenny was so happy. She loves that show.
Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick.
When I say barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce. If you watch Ted Lasso, you know what I'm talking about.
If untreated or not treated on time,
I see Utah up the price of non-resident elk tags to $2,100. That's nuts. I didn't see that. You won't find me hunting there. I'm not paying $2,100 for a tag. That just ain't happening. Not gonna happen. I think the last time I bought an elk tag, it was like $700, and that was steep. Gary's right. It's becoming a rich man's sport. It's a shame. We need to have somebody knock that down so we can have an average person can go in Ford and do a hunt of a lifetime, you know?
High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the
Man,
best tasting
$2,100. That's like 5 boxes of cereal.
High Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy to use kits that
Did you hear that, Andy?
including
$2,100 with like 5 boxes of cereal.
wild game snacks your family will love.
depending on the cereal.
Depending on the cereal, man.
Steaks or smoking your favorites taste even better with their special marinades and rubs for deer, elk, or favorite steaks. High Mountain is also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills.
Hey, Luke. No, I'm okay. Luke, because you got cancer? I said, I had cancer, but I don't have it anymore. So, I just have to go back every year and make sure I'm okay. But no, things were good yesterday. Thanks for asking. Always gets me nervous when I go, though. You know, don't want to have to go through that. You know, I mean, it's almost as bad as losing to Andrew in fantasy football.
Really? You had to go there?
Hasn't happened in a while.
Yes, it has.
It's been at least 3 seasons.
Oh no, last year in fact.
It was not last year.
Yeah.
No, you got 4th place or you ended the. No, it was.
I ended up 4th.
No,
This year I ended up
no, you got. It's been 3 years since you won.
against you. No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. It has.
No, I'll let-
I know. Because what's his nuts? Jake won the one back to back.
Yeah, I did.
So you won 3 years ago.
I beat you at.
You know, he lives in his own little world. I'm just telling you.
As a title winner, you know, I get to do that.
Oh, that's all right, Jeff. 2,100 to 30 dozen eggs. There you go, Brant. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the good old US of A. Andrew's over here living his own little fantasy world. He thinks he won the football league last year. It's been 3 years,
I'm
Andrew.
talking about against you.
Well, no, I'm talking about at the standings at the end of the
I
year.
thought you were talking about beating you. It's like I've beaten you.
I don't
at
think
least
you
once.
have. I don't think you have.
Yes, I have.
I don't think you did. I was like on a roll. You might have been. I don't care.
Anyway, all we can. The big point of this whole thing is that I have won a title.
You have and I haven't. That's fair. That's a true statement right there. Secret listener winner is Sean Williams. Sean Williams. Not Shauna Williams, but Sean Williams of Des Moines. Oh, that Sean be a good lad. He got his Tacticam camera coming soon.
I hope Smoking Joe's on so he can.
Joe's not on today. He's on vacation.
Oh, that's right.
He's not, so I'm going to have to...
Who else can... maybe Dave can jump on and...
Dave.
You know?
Who's Dave?
Our number 2?
Oh, Dave Bloom.
Yeah.
I'm not having Dave do the Smoking Joe spot.
No, I'm talking about him join in on your...
What?
Craziness.
What about craziness? What are you talking about?
It's a daily thing. It's fun.
I have no... Andrew's in a delusional land. I'm just telling you. All right, fishing reports is going to be short and sweet because I got 3 and that's it. I mean, the fishing reports are just dismal right now. I looked and looked. Black Hawk Lake, the crappie bites fair. Waxy worms and small minnows on jigs producing the best bite. Walleye are fair. That's Black Hawk Lake. Des Moines River, Sailorville to Red Rock. Slow casting jigs with twister tail swim baits or live minnows below Sailorville Spillway. And the Des Moines dams are producing some bites. And the Wapsipinicon, Wapsipinicon. Wapsipinicon. How do you say that, Andrew? Wapsipinicon?
At this point, I'm going to say I probably wouldn't get any better than you at this point.
Wapsipinicon. Yeah. Did you hear that? He's over there going, the black crappie bite is slow, and the Wapsipinicon, northern pike are slow, and a channel catfish bite. That is the entire fishing report, because that's all there was. And the fishing report was brought to you by the Fine Fix at Trica Fishing, Fred's Live Bait in Deer River, Minnesota, the Little Winnie Trading Post by Lake Winnebagosh, and our good friends at Weeby Knives. There you go. How about that? Oh, Learn to Hunt program. I'll tell you about that after we talk to Dave. Just telling you. Did I tell you Skip's coming to Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skippy's coming down, man. Skippy coming down. I can't wait to see the P guy. Mr. Peterson, the P guy.
The P guy.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if he's bringing Gracie or not. There goes, Rupert must be, I hope Rupert's okay because he hasn't popped on here at all today. That's horrible.
Just must be busy.
I don't know.
Or taking heaven forbid, a second to sleep. I don't know if the guy sleeps.
No, he works. He works all these weird hours. What's Wapsipinicon? Thank you, Brant. I like Brant. Brant is on the job, man. Wapsipinicon. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for letting Dan embarrass himself before you got
I have
to
no
it.
problem missing pronunciations on stuff. I can do it all day.
Yep.
Yeah, I can do it all day.
baby.
All day, baby. Woo-hoo! Just give it to me and I'll butcher it. I have no problem messing up a word. Hey, we got
black and white, clear as crystal.
Absolutely. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN with Mr. Dave Bloom from JLM Shooting Sports and Crossroads. Crossroads Shooting Center in Johnston. Yeah, Johnston, as you see. Go to Johnston, see? We'll be right back.
When you're heading up to northern Minnesota on your next fishing adventure, make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle is conveniently located at 361 Main Street, right on the way to Lake Winnie, and all the lakes you will fish in northern Minnesota. Sean and his crew have the liveliest bait ready for you.
I can't wait to get up there and get some of that rainbow mix.
Shiners, and their famous
That's what I use when I go walleye fishing up there, man. And Sean always gives you more. Some people give you like a dozen. Nah, they give you more than a dozen. They got a healthy net, they do. You going anywhere up in northern Minnesota to go fish, you got to stop by Fred's or Little Winnie. They'll take good care of you.
So on your next fishing trip to northern Minnesota, stop by Fred's Live Bait and Tackle in Deer River. And ask them where are the fish biting.
Good. Woken up on the right side of the bed. Dan's a little off base, but that makes it fun. So we are just about 2 minutes out, and then we'll be right in. You'll be the first thing we start with at the top of the hour.
Got it, Jeff.
Perfect. All right. We are set. Ready to roll with the man himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun doing a shooting day out there. Come on by, get to try, shoot a little bit.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I don't think we've ever done that.
Not since I've been here.
I had somebody ask me if we're ever gonna do. Good morning, Todd. Your commercial just played. Oh, it's playing now.
CompassCards.com.
You know, jerky is the ultimate outdoor companion. Its convenience and portability are unmatched. Lightweight, compact, and require no refrigeration.
Getting hot in here, isn't it, me?
Pack on hunting trips where space is kind of precious, you know. The long shelf life offers peace of mind, making it a reliable food source for extended trips or unexpected delays. Hunting demands stamina. Jerky's high protein content provides sustained energy, keeping you full and focused throughout long days in the field. For the perfect healthy snack, don't
Denny, I have skin cancer, Denny. I had I had to cut like almost this part of my nose off, and then I had to have plastic surgery. It was a mess.
Secret Spice or Base Camp Original.
That's scary, man. Probably not as bad as having in parts of your other body, but cancer's cancer, man. It's just what? Was not fun.
Gives back. Choose Valor Jerky. Next time you're gearing up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky.
That's why my nose is crooked.
USA.com to order.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN.
Yeah, Dave on the line.
Des Moines sports leader. Des Moines Media Group station.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines sports leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Live stream on the Outdoor Call Radio Facebook page, brought to you by Imperial RV Centers. Thank you for Denise and Zach helping us do the live stream each and every week. Couldn't do it without them. Hey, our number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Gearhead Archery, gearheadarchery.com. If you want one of the most inventive bows out there, give Skippy P a call or go check them out online. I will tell you right now, if you buy a Carbon Pivot 24, you will never buy another bow again because you'll be so in love. That'll be your bow the rest of your time. I just love it. The Disruptor Pro 24 is a great choice as well. I love that bow too, but that Carbon's my favorite. So go check them out at gearheadarchery.com. Now it's time to go over and check in with the muscles from Brussels. Our good friend, Mr. Dave Bloom. How you doing there, buddy?
Good. And how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, have you been seeing all these new revolvers out? They've got some amazing revolvers out now.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing that, kind of making a resurgence. Kind of like the lever action. Oh, hey, hold on one second, Dan, okay?
Yeah. Did I just get put on hold during an interview?
You know what?
I think I did.
Is that first time?
I think in 27 years of broadcasting, I think I just got put on hold. You know, that's okay. I've done stuff to guests before. I can handle it. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Are you back?
I'm back, so let me at least explain so you understand. So I'm diabetic, and I could tell my blood sugar was going down. So I got something to eat, but my alarm still goes off.
Oh.
So that was my alarm going off, and I was just silencing it.
Well, no, you definitely need to take care of that before we do anything else. All right, before we talk about anything else, I got to talk to you about this. You said lever action, didn't you?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of these older style guns that are kind of making a resurgence. It's kind of like, the cyclical thing of life where you get old stuff and then you get new stuff and then everybody goes back to the old stuff. It's the same thing in clothes. It's the same thing in music. It's the same thing in culture. And there's kind of that vibe going on. And people love their lever actions. Revolvers are starting to come back, and manufacturers are starting to pick up on that. And so they're starting to come out with some new revolvers.
Have you seen the new Stealth Hunt? Have you seen that in Smith & Wesson 1854 Stealth Hunter rifle?
Yep.
Have you got one in the store?
Do not.
Okay.
They're hard to get right now.
I can imagine, but now compared to that 4570 that I bought from you a couple years ago, how does that compare with that rifle?
Same, maybe a little bit worse. And I don't mean worse like in a bad way. It's just every company fights for price point.
Yeah.
How much money are we going to put into this thing?
with materials and workmanship and all that kind of stuff versus what can we actually sell it for. And so there's always that balance between how good are we going to make this gun? Because you have cheap manufacturers who just say, we're going to put the least amount of expensive stuff into it and sell it at the lowest price point. And then you got custom gun makers who are like, we don't care what the price point is. We're going to make this the best gun ever. Well, the difference between those two guns is $350 for the cheap one and $5,000 for the expensive one. And so you just got to know that price point. And so Smith & Wesson is always trying to find that middle-of-the-road price point. Not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but where can they hide in the middle of the road? But that limits your ability to source really good materials and craftsmanship, which is true for everything. It's true for cars. It's true for houses. It's true for everything.
Well, what caliber does that come in?
I think all of your basic, I'm not exactly sure. I would hate to say what they are, what calibers they come in, just because I haven't even seen one yet.
Okay. Well, no, I thought I'd ask you because you're way up on the guns than I am. So, I don't. Well, here it says 1854, 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum. Now this is the rifle, 45 Colt, 357 Magnum. Well, and honestly, Dave, they're not too terribly expensive.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't try to go clear to the top of the price point, line. They hold down. So the pistol caliber carbines, basically is what it is. So, and at some point they'll probably come out with a 30-30, which is always the standard for lever action. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Probably be the most popular, huh? 30-30.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
A 357 and a 44 Magnum are pretty popular because one, that the ammo's very available.
Yep.
Two, in states like Iowa and Michigan and other places, you can hunt deer with those guns.
I got you. Okay. Well, they're a neat looking lever action, that's for sure. But I'm trying. I haven't even shot my 45-70 yet, to be honest with you. But I take it out every once in a while and just hold it and look at it, and I'll take it to the woods. It's a great gun, man. It's stainless on there and that gray stock. It's awesome. Now, I love revolvers, and I'm just going to say it like this. This is Dan Young talking, not Dave Bloom. With all the craziness going on in this world today, you have got to protect yourself. I'm sorry. You cannot, and I love our police departments. I support our police departments 150%. But the response time on things these days is not what you only got a couple seconds. If something happens, you got to make sure that you can protect yourself and your family. And it is more important now than ever that you take a concealed carry class if you haven't got one or if you don't qualify. Like I was in the military, Dave, so I got mine. I grandfathered out with my DD-214. But I'm just telling you right now, you got to make sure that you can protect your family. And a revolver, I used to love a semi-auto. I mean, Dave, how many semis have I traded in over the years? I love them. But that revolver is a fail-safe weapon, and you never have to worry about a clip not working right or a jam or anything else. It's squeeze and pull, and that's it, right, Dave?
You got it.
So
yeah, just like everything, there's pros and cons to both. But if you're talking about reliability, I would put most revolvers up against most semi-autos.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, they came out with the Model 36, which has looked really good. That 327 Jerry McCulloch world record revolver, that's got an optic with it. They got, I'm trying to think, that Model 69 Combat Magnum is what I got. That's my bear defense gun. I'm just telling you what, Dave, I love that. That thing's fun to shoot. It's heavy, but it shoots.
Yeah, that's a great backpacking gun, carry gun in the woods for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Now my self-defense gun is the same one you sold me on. You carry what is it again? It's a Smith what?
The Shield Plus.
But it's a Smith & Wesson, right?
Yeah, Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
Yeah.
9 mil.
That thing weighs nothing, and you can carry it in your backpack. You can carry it in your pocket. I always carry it on the inside of my vest pocket. And that's a 38 caliber, if I remember right, isn't it?
Oh, no, you're talking about the revolver?
I'm talking the revolver, yeah.
Oh yeah, the 442.
Yeah, okay.
Smith & Wesson 442 or 642, which is the same gun, just one is stainless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the two that I carry. I carry a revolver in the summer when I'm wearing shorts a lot, and then I carry the Shield Plus, which is a semi-auto, in the winter when I have a belt that I can hang it on.
Yeah, I like that little revolver, man. That thing, that thing, nobody knows you have it, and it's 5 shots if I remember right. But but that, if you're looking for a great self-defense gun, that's it right there, folks.
For sure.
And I'm just saying with that, you just gotta I always tell my wife when she goes out, now be careful, I love you, and make sure you're watching what's around your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings the whole time.
Yes.
Because it's these days you gotta be, don't you, Dave?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Being aware of what's going on around you is your first line of defense by far.
That little 442, Leroy, that is a little J-frame series. And you'll love it if you go to JLM or Crossroads. And Crossroads, I'm sure you got that in your rental case, don't you?
No, we don't actually have one of those in the rental case. We have other revolvers, but not a J-frame.
Okay, well there you can check it out over there. You won't be disappointed. There's a reason why Dave, and he owns the gun store, so if he carries it, that should tell you everything you need to know. So
yeah, you'd be amazed at how many guys that work at gun counters carry a 642 or a 442 because they're just the perfect little gun. Again, there's a compromise. You're giving up some capacity, but if you look at most incidents where a civilian pulls out a gun, almost 90% of the time they don't even shoot.
Yeah.
They just pull out a gun because that usually ends the problem immediately. And if they do shoot, the average number of bullets they actually shoot is 2.
Right.
Now, I carry a semi-automatic with 13 rounds in it, so I'm not opposed to carrying higher capacity. But at the end of the day, you got to carry a gun that's comfortable to carry, or else you won't carry it.
Yeah.
And carrying the gun is the most important. And so if you can get a small, lightweight J-frame, man, you can put that anywhere. Your boot, your belt, your pocket.
Right.
A woman can put it in her purse.
Inside of my vest. Yeah.
Inside of your vest, anywhere. And it's lightweight, and you don't it's never annoying to carry, which means you'll carry it more often, which means you'll have it if you actually need it, which again is almost never, but if you do, then you have it.
Well, honestly, we hope it's never that you need it.
For sure.
For
sure.
But it's just, like I said, things usually come down to like 25, 30 seconds, and you just got to make sure you can protect you and your family. I look at it, that's my job as a dad and a husband. If I'm out with my family, my dog, like when I go to the farm, I bring my 45-70 with me because if I want to make sure that I can protect my dog, and if I'm hunting, then I bring my Combat 69 Magnum. I wear that on a chest holster. And that's easy out of the way, and I can draw my bow and stuff. But you just never know what's going to be out there, and it's always better to be prepared than not.
For sure.
Yep. So I was talking to you the other day, and I think we're going to try and do something this summer. I want to do a shooting day at Crossroads this summer.
Yeah.
So I think that would be kind of fun to do, where let people come out and try a whole bunch of different things. And if we do like a big like a deal? Are we able to draw for a gun, or is there something we can do to promote that to get a bunch of people out there, or is that something legally we can't do?
Well, it depends on if you're going to raffle it or not. If you're just doing a drawing, that's fine. But if you're going to try to use money involved in that, then you have to get a permit.
Well, no, I don't want to sell anything. I just think if anybody comes out, then we just have like a participation drawing or something. And I don't know. We'll work on it. I just thought it'd be kind of, because I don't think we've ever done that in the 24 years we've been doing the show. I don't think we've ever done Now we've given a muzzleloader away and we've given a shotgun away, but I just think it'd be kind of fun to do something at a shooting range. Maybe come out for an hour or to the first 2 hours. It's we'll work it out with you, but I think it'd be a great way to get people out there and see what they're missing. Because you guys got leagues, you guys got a whole bunch of events every day. You can get out there, and like I said, you can try it before you buy it, which I think is critical, David. You spend a lot of money on if you can find out how it feels in your hand, how it shoots, ergonomically feels when you squeeze, you're not going to have any buyer's remorse.
Yeah, for sure. And you're absolutely right. The cool thing about Crossroads is there's so many different avenues to get involved with the shooting sports there. Here's one of my favorites. A month or so ago, there's a ladies group, and they get together once a month and do something. Go out to eat, go to an event, do something. And they reached out to us about hosting a shoot night. But they said, here's the deal. Half of us have never shot a gun before.
Well,
I'm like, yep, not a problem. Not a problem. So what we did is we just put on a small class, that was about a half hour to 40 minutes long, about how to hold a gun, how to be safe with the gun, how to load it, how to point it in the right direction, how to know if it's loaded, how to know if it's unloaded, all those things, just kind of that very basic introduction. And then we gave them a whole range, 6 bays all to themselves. We had 2 instructors out there, and we let them shoot 22s. So 22 pistols, so they're not, getting weirded out by the noise. The recoil is not there. Showed them how to shoot, provided eye protection, provided ear protection. We provided the ammo, we provided the guns, we provided the targets. They had a blast. I couldn't tell you how many comments we got on Facebook, and they messaged me saying, that was so much fun. We had a great time. And all the ladies who had never shot a gun before, it was a good experience. Now, whether that'll lead to them buying a gun or something in the future, I don't know. But the point is, they got introduced to something that they were, I want to say afraid of, but they just hadn't engaged with. But now they engage with it, and now they're not as afraid. Now they're not as worried. They're not as threatened by it because they actually had experience with it, and in a positive way. And that's one of the things that Crossroads can provide. It's just a really good way to be introduced to a gun. Whether you're a long-time shooter or a brand-new shooter, we can help you out.
Okay. Hey, Dave, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. I got a couple listener questions for you when we come back. Can you hang on?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll be right back with Dave Bloom right here on 1350 ESPN.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply.
Well, how about that? There's Dave. What's up, everybody? Hank. Thanks, Hank. Todd, I saw that. Chris has got him at Creek Archery. Morning, Rick Johnson.
We have recently expanded our store to better serve their needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also
I don't know, Todd. If I were you, I'd make sure that Chris doesn't bogart one of those carts, because I know if I know Chris, he's gonna, as soon as those carts show up, he's gonna grab one and hide it from Amy, and then bring it to his garage so he's got one for himself. But you got to watch that Chris DePerna guy, Todd. You just gotta. I'm just telling you, buddy.
We handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Irvine. Please stop by and see us at 6930.
If you guys checked those compass carts out yet, you'll see me do some stuff on social media once I get turkey hunting with them. But hands down, that's the best. That's the best system for if you're using an e-bike or one of those new e-motorcycles or on your Polaris or side by side, and you need a trailer. That compass cart system is amazing, especially if you hunt by yourself. You can load it by yourself. You got a deer in there. You don't have to worry about picking a deer up and put it in the back of your truck anymore. You just pull it up to your rack that's on the back of your truck or your vehicle, and you tilt up the cart and you get it on the skids, and then you just pull it straight up and it locks right in. Your deer's right there. Bungee cord it in or strap it, and you're ready to go. It's really a cool system. And if you missed the show when we were doing it at the Deer Classic, Donovan liked it so much, my buddy from Triple H, he bought one at the Deer Classic. He was that impressed with it. Bought it right there at the show. And Donovan doesn't jump on stuff unless it's just, you don't have to worry about getting flats or anything. It's just a great cart. Andrew could even use it.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures. I've learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same color?
Yeah, Stu, we're going to be doing a boot contest here probably in a couple weeks. Let me get through this jerky thing this week, and I'll probably give away at least 2 or 3 pairs of hunting boots before turkey season. We're getting close. I got to get on that. But yeah, we will have some boot giveaways coming up.
Itasca footwear. They will keep you on the move.
Everybody loves them boots, man. I love them.
Hey, students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about
My Norlander socks and my boots keep my feet nice and warm.
a small private college that is looking for students that have a passion for the shooting sports and learning? Grandview University.
How many people lost their basketball brackets already? Loser! Did you bust your brackets yet? Can you believe Drake beat Missouri? Did you see that?
That's one of the upsets I picked.
Really?
I was hoping that would pan out.
Boy, there was a lot of mad people on that one. Yeah.
Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself,
Somebody said we should do a turkey bowl, like a turkey hunting contest. I don't know how I would do it. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing a turkey bowl. I just think, well, I don't know if I got time to put that together before the season starts. Maybe next year I'll work on that.
Patriot Paws, a veteran-owned company, proudly produces treats made in the USA, using only high-quality USA-sourced chicken.
I would have to have the weight of the turkey, the spur length, and we'd have to have a way to certify it.
Free from antibiotics and hormones.
Not that anybody would ever cheat.
Less than 2% salt. Support optimal canine health. Stringent
Really?
cooking standards.
I can see exactly what you're doing.
What? What'd you say?
You are horrible.
Just delicious. They are a testament to quality. By choosing
The hazards I have to go through.
vital nonprofit programs, supporting veterans, first responders, and shelter dogs. Find Patriot Paws at your local store or visit thepatriotpaws.com to purchase a bag today.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. We're visiting with our buddy Dave Bloom, who owns JLM Shooter Supply and Crossroads Shooting Center. So Dennis wants to know what's your range at Crossroads? What's the distance you can shoot?
We have 2 ranges at 25 yards and 1 at 15 yards. So it's mostly pistol or small rifles, but we allow up to a 308, and as long as they're not steel core bullets, you can shoot a 308 in there. And a lot of people bring their ARs and AK-47s and that kind of stuff. So you can do whatever, but it's all indoor, which is nice when it's really hot in the summer and cold in the winter. But if you want to shoot out, beyond, you need to go to an outdoor range.
Yeah, Dennis wanted to know if he could pattern a shotgun in there, and Dennis, you could no shot. Okay, that'd be a negative. Well, 25 yards isn't really a good thing to pattern a gun with anyway. So,
it is not.
Yeah. How come you can use? What's the difference between a shotgun going off and a 308?
The pellets bounce all over the place.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You start bouncing pellets all over the place, and that's a problem. There's lots of stuff up in the ceiling that do not mix well with bullets. So all of the rails that move the targets up and down.
Gotcha.
You start having a lot of pellets bouncing around, and it causes problems.
Well, see, I would have never guessed that. See, that's why I like having you on here. You can keep me straight. I like that.
That's a full-time job.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Hey, also too, if you want to go see Dallas at JLM, you guys still have Vortex optics, correct?
Yep, we got Vortex at both shops.
Okay, they got the new Viper shotgun sight. If you've got a shotgun that doesn't have a rail on it, and you've always wanted to get an optic on there, that new Viper low profile, it just goes as long as your gun's tapped or you get your gun tapped, it screws right onto your shotgun. And have you seen that, Dave? It's pretty slick.
Yeah. It's really, really cool. Very low profile, so it stays in line with the bore. A lot better than putting a rail and then mounting this optic up above that.
Yep.
Which isn't a problem, but it does make it harder to shoot because your cheek well's not the same. Because you're not looking down the barrel, you're holding your head up, and and if you need your gun tapped, we can do that. So you can remove that little insert on the top of the gun, and if they don't, the Vortex thing has like 4 different holes, so it should line up with like 90% of the guns that are out there.
Yeah.
But if you don't, we can at JLM we can drill and tap for you.
Yeah, Dallas will get it all figured out, but yeah, I get out there and get that little Viper deal if you got a regular shotgun. You want to get that optic on there because I got the new Crossfire. I don't know if I told you this or not, but Vortex came on as a partner on the show.
Nice.
So they sent me that new green dot Crossfire, and because I can't see a red dot for nothing because I'm partially colorblind, but that green thing I got that on that little Stevens I won, that Savage Stevens 410.
Yep.
I'm just telling you right now, Dave. That's a heck of a turkey gun right there, buddy.
That's going to be fun. You put a little bit of high-end shot in that, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm going to get some TSS, and I'm going to let it rip. But that thing's so light, man. What a nice gun to carry around the woods.
For sure.
Yeah. No more hauling that big 12 gauge around. Hank, have a good day down at Revelton, buddy. Tell everybody we said hi. Have you been down to Revelton?
I have not.
You need to get down there. You like whiskey at all?
Sure.
That new rye whiskey they put out. You got to go get you some of that. That stuff, Dave, is amazing. I'm just Iowa grown. Tastes it's a little bit sweeter because it's made in Iowa.
Yeah, so it's got some corn in it.
Yeah, I know. And this is another thing I didn't know. Rob and them guys, when they cook their whiskey, the mash and stuff, guess where all that corn stuff, mash and stuff goes after they're done distilling? They feed cows with it.
Yeah, I was going to say cows. I was going to say that can be used as feed.
Yeah, and the cows love it.
Oh, for sure they do.
I just think that's the neatest thing in the world, man. You're multi-use and you're taking care of Bessie. I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, what's going on? Anything going on for the month of April at either place?
Not real. No, nothing like specific, like a sale or anything like that. We'll do some of that stuff in the summertime.
Okay.
This is our busy time for both shops. Whether it's the tax refund or people getting ready for turkey hunting or cooped up all winter and want to start doing stuff. The spring is really our busy time. We slow down a little bit in the summer, but fall and spring are our 2 busiest times at both shops.
I was just in the JLM the other day in Dallas. You guys had some Federal and Winchester turkey loads in there, so I wouldn't wait, folks. I'd go get them now.
Yeah, for sure, and pattern your gun. That's hard to emphasize that enough. Is knowing what your gun will do at what range and with what choke tubes you have in, because it's different.
Yeah.
You can't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna put the fullest choke tube in and run this round through it," because you may This is what people don't realize. You can over choke a round, and it sprays your pattern and puts holes in your pattern. And a lot of people think that the tighter the choke is, the better, and that's not always true. That's not always true. It depends on the round, and it depends on the gun. Everyone is you got to at least go out and try it, because that's, one, the most ethical thing to do. But two, it's also the most efficient thing to do. Put a few rounds through it, make sure it's good. So that way you know, hey, at 40 yards I can do this. At 60 yards I can do this.
Yeah.
Those are the things you need to know.
Yeah, and if you need help, Dallas and them guys, they can bore sight the guns for you too. So.
Yeah, we can get you on paper, get you close right away.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Are you rocking and rolling this weekend?
Next weekend, band's got a show at Miss Kitty's in Clive. We don't do a lot of shows around the area, although this summer we have a couple booked. We got Valley Junction, and we got Ankeny Summerfest, and we got a bunch of fair shows.
I like your Facebook post with your cowboy hat and you're rocking out, leaning back.
Yeah, but this Saturday at Miss Kitty's, if you like to go out and listen to some live music, that is a fun place to watch the music and to listen to some bands.
Yeah, there you go. Dave, we can't thank you enough for being a partner on the show. You've been with us for a few years now, and we love having you on with a little gun talk. And thanks for helping us bring the outdoors every week to everybody. And I'll get a hold of you after turkey season, and we'll get that shooting day at Crossroads put together.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We can get a bunch of people in there, let them experience. We can provide guns if they don't have a gun and they're just like, hey, I just want to try it. We can do all that. And they can bring their own guns, and then we could absolutely give away a gun. That would be fun.
Okay, we'll work it out. But thank you for letting us do that, and we'll talk to you soon. Good luck to you and your son turkey hunting.
I appreciate it.
All right, talk to you later, buddy. Be safe. There he goes, Dave Bloom. He's a fine feller. I really like Dave a lot. 8:29 and some change today, and it's time for words of wisdom from Andrew.
I'm the champ.
No, he didn't say chump. He said something else.
Champ.
Yeah, champ of what?
I'm the winner.
Yeah. All right, that's the answer. Now, what's the question? Who is always at first in the teacher's lounge with their lunch tray at the cafeteria? Andrew. Andrew's the champ. That would be.
No, that's not it.
All right, we'll be right back. I got to hit a break. Dennis, did you hear that, Dennis? Go outside and pattern your gun at 30 and 40 yards, buddy. We'll be right back, folks.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see
What's up, Greg? Patterning builds confidence. I hear that.
For generations. They have the experience to help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and Bear, plus all the top extras and accessories you'll ever need. Mark and his staff are trained on all the latest tuning and setup techniques and are experts at personally fitting you to the bow you want. They also have a 40-yard indoor range that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field
Skip sending me kiss stuff.
and personal training sessions available for you to train for the upcoming seasons that'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and Sports.
There you go, Dirk. I like that. Dirk sent me a Silent Night video. Oh man, what's on my calendar? Why is that highlighted?
An Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how you
Rip, where you been, Rip?
and how each spirit
Rip
tastes
must be out of pocket.
every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them.
Anybody remember Shakey's Pizza? I don't know why this popped in my head last night. I was coming back from the doctor, and every once in a while I'll be doing something, and just something will just randomly pop into my head. And Shakey's Pizza was back like in the 70s and early 80s. They had the best pizza, and I know everything tasted better when you were a kid. But are you old enough to remember Shakey's Pizza?
Yeah, I remember the name. I don't think I ever had Shakey's.
You never had Shakey's Pizza?
I remember the name.
Plus, work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be. Alpaca socks.
Brant, that's a great idea. I'll get a hold of Charlie and ask him on that, buddy. That's a good idea. Brant said, why don't we invite the Grandview University shooting team out there? That'd be fun. I don't know, Shakey's Pizza, man, they used to wear the straw hats, the old-time straw hats, and you could watch them making the pizzas. Man, I tell you, I love Shakey's. Why do all the good restaurants have to go away? I mean, I love my Chick-fil-A, don't get me wrong. Right, Gary? Go Chick.
Go Chick-fil-A.
But I just Shakey's Pizza rock, man. Rick says, I remember them. That was it. Player piano, man. They had the old the old player ragtime piano. Yeah. They had good food too, man. Oh. And remember when Burger King was Burger Chef? Who's old enough to remember that? Andrew's not. When Burger Chef when I was a kid, Burger Chef was awesome. I liked Burger Chef better than McDonald's. I really did. And they had better food. And they always had a Frisbee meal. You could get your meal with a Frisbee. See what you missed out on, Andrew?
You know what? I missed out on.
You got a Frisbee, man. You put your cheeseburger and then your fries. Everything was in the little Burger Chef Frisbee. That's when days were great. Happy Joe's was better than Shakey's. I don't know if I ever had Happy Joe's.
The best places I know to go on a bear hunt is Bear River Guide Service in northern Minnesota. Gary Peck has been helping.
Do you have Happy Joe's?
I heard about it again. Another one in those cases where I never really.
Andrew says his favorite pizza is Casey's.
No. You are no. That is so false.
I like Casey's breakfast pizza, but their other pizza I can't eat. It's too greasy.
I can't eat it because the moment I do,
you get sick.
You have to go to the bathroom within an hour.
Yeah, the breakfast pizza is good though.
I mean, even that for me.
You don't like the breakfast pizza either?
Well, I do. It's just the problem is I can't. There's consequences almost immediately for eating it.
Andrew's system doesn't handle Casey's pizza, he says.
It's just like, ugh.
I had some Quick Star the other day. It was decent.
Yeah.
Their breakfast sandwich was okay.
Yeah, I think so.
They're everywhere now. Boy, Mitchellville's got a really nice Quick Star.
One more big break after.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, this next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Carl Chevrolet off of Oro Labor Road. I just went and got my truck. I had an accident. I backed in my wife's car, and I'm still alive. That's how nice my wife is. She didn't kill me. So I don't know how I missed it. I just barely grazed it, but I scraped my paint on my back quarter panel. So I had to call Darren Eilander, my insurance agent, and say, Darren, accidentally backed into Jenny's car. Okay, Dan. Okay. Darren took care of me. And I went up there and the fine folks at Carl Chevrolet, they got me in the collision center and it took them 4 days, but they got it all buffed. Well, they didn't buff it out. They repainted it. Yeah, I go, can't you buff that out? And they said, no, it's too deep. I said, great. And it looks better than ever. I'm just telling you, it's a beautiful thing.
There you go.
Yeah, so you're going to, service after the sale is so important. And I want to thank Josh and everybody at the Collision Center at Carl Chevrolet. If you got something going on and you need something fixed, go check them out at Carl Chevrolet. And I'm just telling you, from the time you pick up your vehicle till the time you need something done, whether it's at the service center, the quick change oil, or the quick lane, they just do such a good job at Carl Chevrolet. And tell them Outdoors Dan sent you. Will you do that? And go see Smeltzer, because he needs the money. He's on vacation all week.
Yeah, well, staycation for him.
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something.
He says it's a lot of baseball practices, taking his kid to baseball in Urbandale. And
he's like you. He's got multiple kids now.
Yeah, he's a true multitasking dad.
Yeah. Also want to thank the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give. I need to give this photo fan away. Give me a holler. 244-1350. 244-1350. And then we need to qualify somebody for that turkey vest, that Bottomlands Game High turkey vest. Where's our turkey gobble at, producer? Yeah.
Well, man, I always love it when you plan things out.
So here's the deal. You know what we should do? I should just give that photo fan away, whoever wants the turkey vest. That's what we'll do. So I'll take the first two qualifiers. Just say if you have not qualified for the turkey vest yet, well, and you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, call Andrew right now, 244-1350, 244-1350, and we'll try to. I'm going to give that away the week before turkey season, so that way you get time to get in here and get your vest and go. And I'm just telling you, they are so nice. Todd Rupert actually went and bought one. They got them. If you go to GameHigh.com, they got them 60% off right now. Hey Nate, good morning, buddy. Jim Fetkether. I remember there was one across the street from Tech High School. There you go, Jim. Burger Chef. I like old Jim Fetkether. I want to thank the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry because they took great care of my wife, Jenny. Jenny had a really bad toothache, and found out she had an abscess. And Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi got her in there and took care of her, and she had to have a root canal. And she started feeling better from the time she got home. And the next day she said, Dan, I don't even feel like I had anything done. So once again, another successful patient visit to America's favorite dentistry shop, Advanced Family Dentistry. My Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, my Jedi dentist buddy. He'll take great care of you. So will Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, and Dr. Williams. They'll do a great job. There's a reason why they've been voted best dental practice in Ankeny forever. You go to 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. You're going to find them right there. You can call them at 964-1490 or check them out online at ankenysmiles.com. And I'm just telling you right now, if you need a dentist or you're just new to the area, you want a different dentist, Advanced Family Dentistry is the way to go. All right. Hoyt says, I called in a couple times from the boat Thursday. They were hot. Well, there you go, Hoyt.
We're not sleeping.
Hoyt's fishing already. Oh, Big Tom from the boat. He's fishing, and he's calling in turkeys while he's fishing. Nothing wrong with that, Hoyt. Here's my tip. I try not to go in any areas that I'm hunting in and call. Now, Hoyt's probably not hunting those areas, so he's probably not messing anything up. But don't get out there and practice your calling where you're going to hunt at, because you don't want to educate. Are you gonna live? I'm over here trying to talk, and you're over there hacking your brain out.
Hey, you're all right. You're doing great.
Hit the cough button, man.
I have been hitting the cough button.
He's hitting something. Don't educate the birds, is all I'm saying. Not that you're doing that, Hoyt. Just brought my mind to tell everybody that. I used to do that. I messed up. And when I get out there open today, they're going, Morning, Daryl in Oklahoma. They're saying, well, that's it Idiot Outdoors Dan. I'm not going over there. I've already heard his songs. Yeah. Learn to Hunt opens up registration for wild turkeys. Work Sharp is a 2-part. I'm not hunting that spot. I figured, Hoyt. I knew you knew we had to do that. This is going to be a turkey workshop 2-part series. Hold 6 to 9 on April 8th and April 10th near Polk City. Both evenings will feature knowledge and skills building sessions, and instructors will provide hands-on learning on what to teach the basics for all your turkey hunting adventures. There you go. Go check that out. Man, the show went quick.
Yeah. What?
Did you get a qualifier?
We did.
Who'd you get?
Got Rick. Got in there.
Okay.
Our buddy Rick.
Well, did you get another one? 244. We take 2. We got one more if you want to qualify.
We're looking at anybody else.
Yeah, if you want to qualify for that bottomland, Mossy Oak bottomland turkey vest from Game Hide, you get that and a photo fan. And we'll give that away probably in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I want to give that away before I leave. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
We'll give that away on April 5th. Is that 2 weeks? Is that 2 weeks, really? Why does that seem so far away? April 5th.
So far away. I don't know. It's just, time is almost irrelevant right now. I can't believe we are almost done with the show. But I just started 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm doing a bunch of broadhead testing right now too. I talked about this on Wednesday. I got a new show called I got a new broadhead sent. There's a guy in Illinois that makes a broadhead called Fire in the Hole, and it's a different broadhead, but they say it's devastating for turkeys. And if you go back and watch the live feed from Wednesday, you'll see it. And then the fine folks at Wasp Broadheads sent me some jackknives, 1 3/4 cut. So I'm going to try to hunt with both of those, and I'll give you a report after I shoot them in the woods. So, both mechanicals. Yep. You watch. I'm gonna get done at 99 turkeys this year. See, here's the bad thing though. If I go to Pennsylvania and if I shoot one with a good morning, Kent. Well, you can't, Kent. You're not going to be able to do it because you got to be able to come and get. You got to be in Iowa to win, Kent. So you're not going to drive 7 hours to pick up a prize, pal. But thanks for asking. What was I talking about?
Who knows?
I said broadheads and turkeys. Oh, that's it. If I go to Pennsylvania and I shoot one with a 410, that doesn't count on my turkey total because that's a gun kill. It's not a bow kill. So I'm hoping I get one with my bow first. Now, see, if I took 2 in Iowa and 2 in Kansas, I'd be okay. But see, Kansas is only 1 bird now. See, it's cutting back, and I'm going to have to go to Missouri or Minnesota if I want to try to get an extra hunt in. But I don't know if I'm going to have time. Because now we're getting close to walleye season. You know, turkeys and walleyes, man.
Turkeys and walleyes.
The walleye, the toms and the wallies. That's what dominates my time right now. That's what's got my head cranking. Water temp was in the 55s in the Shenandoah River. Shenandoah River, man. Well, isn't there a song? Isn't that a John Denver song?
Yeah, it's part of
Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. I can't remember the Shenandoah River part.
That's like the very beginning of it.
Oh.
Where it talks about the different features around there. Shenandoah River.
Life is old there, older than the trees. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, Johnny Denver, man, why'd you have to go and be a test pilot? You know, that's how he got killed. He built an amateur plane and went out, and that's what killed him. Yep. Oh, John Denver. I like John Denver. I always thought he looked like Richard Dreyfuss myself.
Huh.
Yep. Now I'm sad because we just sang a John Denver song.
Yeah. John Denver songs are great. They're like, they can carry out.
Yeah.
Like anyway.
I like Thank God I'm a Country Boy.
Ah.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had somebody ask me about, are we still doing the Dave Jones Outdoors Person of the Year Award? Yes, we are, but I ain't going to work on that until after. We'll start working on that in the summer. That's a summer thing. I just wanted to give an announcement out there, but I'm going to definitely do that every year. I don't know if we're going to give away a wrestling belt or if we're going. And no, you don't have to be from Iowa to win that. You could be from anywhere. So I'm either going to have to get a wrestling belt or a plaque or something, so we can do that for Davey. I love Dave. Mark Wagner, congratulations on your Grand Slam. Mark got a Osceola turkey this week, so he completed his bow slam. Congratulations, Mark. Hey, we got a new show starting on the Outdoor Call Radio app next week. It's called The Accessible Hunter. It's going to be on Mondays. Thanks to Mike and Greg. If you like to talk and listen to hunting, that's going to be a good show for you. And they got a different perspective because they're both. Well, I know Greg's handicapped, but I just think it's a great show. I listened to 2 or 3 of them before I called them, and I said, I'd be honored to have those guys on the air. And I think I hope you get a chance and help them build an audience. I know they've been doing it for a while themselves, but let's show them a little Outdoor Call Radio love, huh? And they'll be on every Monday. And it'll be on 2 or 3 times every Monday. We run 3 or 4 shows a day, and then we keep it on a loop. So you got a 23-hour cycle there to catch all the shows and stuff. So we don't have the trout that West Virginia has, but we have some good bass and crappie. Shakalele. It's shakalele and sun perch. There you go. I don't know what a shakalele is. I don't know. I got one thing. I got a break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
If you're an archer, you know how important the feel and
What's a
performance of
shakalaki?
the bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go.
Probably like a rock
Bows are made
bass.
the same, and that's especially
A shakalaka.
true when it comes to gearhead.
What you fishing for, son? I got a shakalaki on.
Feature models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to check out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the game on the newest tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction every day.
They are constantly looking at ways to keep gearhead bows quiet, deadly accurate, and affordable. So when you're looking for
Oh, I got you, Hoyt. Thank
head
you.
over to your nearest dealer like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, Iowa, or go online to www.gearheadarchery.com. Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
You're heading out on your morning hunt well before sunrise, so you can stay undetected from that.
Got to tell everybody happy birthday real quick on Facebook.
Nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at walking in. Have you ever heard of Onyx? Onyx is one of the most important pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by game wardens all around the country as a valuable hunting tool. So, if you want to always know where you are and have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter, go download the Onyx Hunt app at your app store today. Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence in? You bet you do, and that's why you need to check out Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms, he started building handcrafted calls.
Did you hear that? He's a master turkey call maker.
Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey
He's a master.
beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses
Next time we have him on, we need to play like the Darth Vader theme.
on all of his spot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs to the sharpest cuts and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls.
I don't know why I keep missing birthdays on. Do you get that birthday icon every day? You should get it every day. For some reason, I don't get it every day.
Upcoming turkey season.
Dr. TJ, it's his birthday today. Dr. TJ at Advanced Family Dentistry.
Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Have you been one of the few that have
Chuck Stone, what a great name. Chuck Stone. He's a rock. How many times do you think you heard that in his life?
Started in 2019. Vet Outdoors is a group of veterans that want to support vets after service by taking them on outdoor activities, providing camaraderie for vets with other vets, and a supportive environment. At Vet Outdoors, you can go on hunting and fishing trips, survival school, golfing trips, even take part at their new archery range. There's also
Man, I missed a lot of people on Facebook for birthdays.
for vets to take part in. Vet Outdoors
Not
is
good.
building a new lodge in Lincoln County, Missouri, and has plans for another in the future to support vets and their
That's okay, Hoyt. Don't worry about it. You're good.
or active duty and would like to join a great group of fellow veterans, look up Vet Outdoors on Facebook and send them a message. Vet Outdoors has been working hard with vets every week to continue their great mission. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Ellen. And this is Sarah Beth. And a little
Did you hear
thing we
that?
love
Barbecue
about
stuff's
Chick-fil-A
back at
smokehouse
Chick-fil-A.
barbecue bacon sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy.
You know,
the mac and cheese.
why doesn't Chick-fil-A team up with cookies?
The brown sugar bacon.
Now that would be a sandwich.
Absolute best combination.
Would that not be a sandwich?
3 sandwiches are
That would be amazing.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and a Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time.
Nothing wrong with that, Hoyt. That's a nice bluegill there, buddy. Tell her I said congrats. Isn't that cute?
It's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature.
Nothing wrong with that. Love seeing the kids catch fish.
Call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a
Thank you, Brant. I tell you, Brant, man, we should have Brant on the show. That guy's like a thesaurus, man. He's on it. Yeah, he's like an outdoor thesaurus. That's my favorite dinosaur, thesaurus. Did you get that? That's my favorite dinosaur, thesaurus. I thought it was fun. I got him, Hoyt. Just showed everybody. I'm on a time delay or something here. Oh, boy. Everybody loved the Outdoors Dan shirts from Boyd Creative. I'm going to have Andrew make some more shirts before the fall. We're going to do like a deer hunting deal. He's so busy. That kid's working 13, 14 hours a day getting product out. That guy, he's like Skip. He works, that's all he does is work. But he does, I tell you, Boy Creative in Dallas Center, that's the best place to get shirts made, hands down. Especially around here. So nice, too. It's a nice family. Not like Andrew.
Hey, now. Watch yourself. Yeah.
What's love got to do with it? What's love gone a little turkey decoy?
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. We got about 5 minutes. Real quickly, thanks to all the fine folks at Herman's. Couldn't do the show without him. Donnie's gone. Donnie's in heaven. We miss Donnie. I tell you, I go through my photos and stuff, putting stuff together for Facebook posts all week, and I always come up on Donnie's picture. It just breaks my heart. He died way too young, and Donnie and Dustin and Frank and Remy and Ukulele. I call her Ukulele. I think her name. That's the only way I can say her name is Laley. It's Ukulele. But they'll take great care of you, and I know they all miss Donnie too. You can find them over at 2900 University in West Des Moines. Donnie Spirit's living on because they got great customer service. They got diamonds and deals for anybody's budget. They want to help you make special memories, and they can do in-store jewelry repair. Dustin does a great job on the custom stuff. Just check them out. If you got questions, give them a call, 515-222-2600. That's me trying not to just burp in your ear. Man, I tell you, I don't know what hit me yesterday. But anyway, go see Herman's. They'll treat you like family. I love them. I went to the doctor, and I got home about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and man, I just shut down. You ever have that happen?
Oh.
It's like I got hit with the flu bug, and I'm like, man, I felt fine.
I just got hit by 3 kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I woke up this morning going, well, I can go do the show at least, but I'm still tired. But I don't know what's going around, man, but that hit me hard. I feel way better.
There you go.
Yeah. Am I going to go out scouting today? No. I'm not going out because I was supposed to have lunch with Skippy today. Well, I got to see what he's doing. But that's my plan. So the next 3 minutes is all brought to you by the fine folks at Andrew Brown. Andrew?
Hey, speaking of fine folks, we are going to have to head on out of here.
Really? That's how you're going to close the show?
Well, that's how we're going to close it. And thanks for listening, as always. Keep listening in. And we'll have to say sayonara.
Sayonara, everybody. See you next week. He did good, didn't he? You guys be good. Have a great weekend. God willing, I will see you on Wednesday. If you need anything before, one more person to buy Valor Jerky, thevalorusa.com, or go to Patriot Paws Dog Treats and send me a copy of your order and a picture, and I will draw a winner this weekend. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. Have a great weekend.